Sonia Hyams was a student living in a rented house. One day, one of her housemates collapsed outside the bathroom. Two friends helped her into her bedroom.
Sonia, meanwhile, hadn't realised any of this was going on. She got up, went into the bathroom, locked the door.
Soon afterwards, her friends tried the bathroom door. Sonia didn't reply. They had to break in through the ceiling. They found Sonia on the floor. She hadn't even seen her killer. Carbon monoxide, leaking from an illegally fitted gas boiler that hadn't been properly serviced.
The landlord had said that the boiler was safe. If Sonia had insisted on seeing a landlord's gas safety record, she'd still be alive.
Kathy Wedge was entertaining friends. The gas fire was flickering away merrily. They'd finished dinner and were enjoying a drink. One of her friends was sitting next to the fire.
Chris started to feel unwell. It got worse and he went home early.
The following morning, Chris called Kathy. He thought she should have the gas fire checked.
It turned out the ventilation was blocked. The chimney was full of twigs, a whole sack full of them, and then 4 great big dead crows the size of turkeys.
A crow's nest had clogged up the chimney, causing deadly carbon monoxide to seep through the room.
We were breathing in poisonous fumes in my own home. I've now had a cowl fitted over the chimney and I have the fire checked regularly.
One evening, Linda Prophet was settling down with a glass of wine. Suddenly, she got a terrible headache. She decided on a cup of tea instead.
I wasn't able to walk properly. My brain wasn't working. I couldn't even find the kettle. And I decided to go to bed, but something said, "Don't get in."
Linda dialed 999, but could hardly pronounce her name.
I was in hospital for 1 week. I couldn't speak. I felt like a zombie.
When Linda came home, the headache returned. Then she noticed a stain above the gas boiler. She discovered it was leaking carbon monoxide. It hadn't been serviced for years. Now Linda has permanently impaired memory.
If I'd have drunk the glass of wine and got into bed and fallen asleep, I think I'd be dead.
Michael Frosdick and Keith Reynolds had their lives in front of them. Yet just 3 weeks after moving into a rented flat, they were dead.
The landlord had a second-hand gas fire fitted by a man who wasn't a qualified gas installer. The fire was fitted with an incorrect flue and discharged the fumes directly into the flat. The boys had put the gas fire on and fallen asleep. They were poisoned by carbon monoxide gas in a flat with very little ventilation. The landlord and his fitter both went to prison. They're still alive. I'll never see my son again.
Stacey Rogers was always concerned about keeping her son safe from harm, but she didn't realise 10-year-old Dominic was threatened by an invisible killer.
When I last checked on Dominic, he was lying peacefully in bed.
That was the last time Stacey saw her son alive. Dominic died because a faulty flue in a passageway outside the house was leaking deadly carbon monoxide into his bedroom.
And I went over to Dominic and touched him. He wasn't cold, he was frozen.
Since her son's death, Stacey has never been back inside the house.
In Dominic's memory, I'd like to see all gas appliances fitted properly and checked regular. All homes to have an audible carbon monoxide detector. This could save many more lives.